global citizenship and global leadership. This was at the sort of, in some ways, the core of the identity of what we were trying to create through the education system a decade ago now. And I think that we've been remarkably successful in that. And I just think we need to be clear about what we mean by these things. And through the academic strategy process, we spent a lot of time thinking about what these concepts mean and sort of what we hope for our students. We spent a lot of time talking about meaningful encounters with difference, not just encounters with difference, but people who were willing to sort of reach out and have meaningful encounters with difference, to learn from those encounters, to seek mutual understanding with others. And this doesn't mean abandoning one's sense of country or place in the world or one's culture. I think instead it means being rooted in your sense of history, your sense of person and place, but capable and willing to encounter and learn from and adapt from diversity in the world. And that's what I hear from our students and our alumni.
What I've really got out of the NYUAD experience is really to be curious about, the differences. I'm back in China now, right? So a lot of times people ask me, like, how do you really foster these kind of global conversations with foreigners? And it seems to them, a lot of the students or a lot of the people that, going out and then talking to people from a different background, from a different history or different country or culture, is very scary for them. My experience here at NYUAD also taught me how to tell my culture, the story of my culture, when you are engaging with other people. And so it gives you an opportunity to really assess your culture and understand your culture from different people's perspective.
Yes, the term global citizen is a term that is often used in the NYU Abu Dhabi context, and students, and I think even professors sometimes like to joke about it, that it's such a nebulous term. However, I think that being a global citizen means fostering empathy. NYU Abu Dhabi really fosters this empathy through the most powerful connection, which is through friendships and relationships you form with the students when you're at NYU Abu Dhabi.
What we aspire for our students is to take a leadership role in no matter what they do in their journey through life. We expect them to have an opportunity and an ability to lead with a unique perspective. This perspective, I think it's something we try to foster through admitting students. So we clearly look for students who are open to this kind of meaningful engagement, but it's also something that we want to create opportunities for. So we do this through small class sizes, hands-on mentoring, a lot of sort of student-to-student engagement, faculty-to-student engagement, rich encounters in the world, whether that's in the UAE here or through the study away sites or research opportunities in the summer. It's really a sort of curated experience to give students the opportunity to expand their horizons and learn in all of these different settings how to engage with each other.
I think these kind of discussions and talks that we have in our dorm rooms, in the cafeterias, is a process of overcoming these challenges by opening our hearts and fostering a safe environment, safe community to really discuss, these topics that we are not used to talk about. And that's the process of, developing.
The safe environment part is very important because I made a lot of mistakes when I joined the community, and that safe environment was very important for me to grow, because I think we all contribute to that safe environment. NYU Abu Dhabi is a good model for this truly global education, citing the recent return to campus efforts and recent study away efforts as well. So you have this big group of truly international students in every sense of the word, and the universities putting so much effort in bringing them here, taking them to New York, despite the pandemic and everything else that's surrounding that. So it really shows NYU Abu Dhabi's commitment to ensure that the next generation of leaders will be truly understanding of each other, because they've lived next to themselves, they've experienced each other's cultures, they've dialogued about their differences, and that shows the great diversity we have as a community, and hoping that that will reflect in the next generations.
Is it aspirational? Yeah, of course, we have further to go. But what we've accomplished in the last 10 years, the stories from our alumni and from our students are just a daily reminder of how wonderful a sort of culture and a community we've created, and the kinds of experiences that we've given our students that they now take out into the world wherever they go.
Aspirations, all that is a journey. So like a machine learning software, both administration and faculty and staff and students are all evolving towards the end goal, right?
It's hard to imagine the person I would have been right now had I not gone to NYU Abu Dhabi, because right now at Harvard Law School, I meet peers who went to world-class undergraduate institutions. And of course, they're great schools and they learned a lot and they're very smart people, but just the experience that NYU Abu Dhabi offered was fundamentally different.
I think from a faculty perspective, there's two things that happens. One is that you find yourself in a classroom all of a sudden with students from around the world, and you can't just teach the class that you would teach at any other university, whether it was in Europe or North America or wherever you may have come from. And so you really have to think, how do I engage these people from different backgrounds, provide content that sort of is attractive and interesting to them? And it takes you out of your comfort space. You have to sort of learn a new way to teach with the sort of range of diversity that you face in the classroom. And then I think the second thing is it impacts our research tremendously. Faculty start thinking about different kinds of research questions that they can ask, different kinds of collaborations that they can engage in. The way that I think about growing a sort of truly global university is to think of NYU Abu Dhabi as a node in a larger network where there's this constant flow of experiences and knowledge coming in and out of the university. And then the campus itself becomes this kind of hive of activity where there are opportunities for rich exchanges between faculty, students, and staff really around every corner.